Situation here, right? This girl involved her father in a situation and it cost him dearly. She was dealing with a situation and he stepped up, but he wasn't expecting what was going to happen when he stepped up. But I want y'all to check this one out right here.
Family in Fulton County preparing to celebrate their first Christmas without their father after police say he was shot and killed outside of a fast food restaurant earlier this month. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live in Palmetto tonight. And Michael, you learned this father, he was simply trying to make sure that his daughter was safe.
Yeah, the victim's 19-year-old daughter worked here. She told me that her father was simply doing what any loving dad would do, stepping in to make sure his daughter was okay when her co-worker shot and killed him in the parking lot of this Bojangles.
Oh, I still haven't processed it yet. It doesn't seem real.
For the first time in her life, 19-year-old Amari Goodman is preparing for Christmas without her father. 43-year-old Dominique Goodman, who was shot and killed earlier this month in the parking lot of this Bojangles in Palmetto.
I don't even want to celebrate Christmas because it doesn't feel right.
Amari says she was working her shift at Bojangles when she says her manager, Maurice Evans, began harassing her, a situation that escalated into an argument. Amari says she called her father for help. Police say Evans was told to go home, but instead he waited in the parking lot with a gun until Amari's father arrived.
He isn't a man. Any man would have stood up to another man, had a conversation with them about their daughter.
Tonight, Amari is remembering her father as an incredible man who led by example, an ambitious dad of 5 with a baby girl on the way.
My dad was a great man, a very hardworking man.
For family friend and attorney Robert Williams Jr., this case is personal.
Mr. Goodman was my friend. He worked with me doing intakes and things like that in my law office. And that's why this case really touched my heart.
Williams says since the December 7th tragedy, he and his team have launched their own investigation into his friend's accused killer.
There's evidence that this gentleman was using drugs during his shift at work at Bojangles.
And tonight, Maurice Evans remains behind bars without bond. He's charged with murder and aggravated assault. As for this grieving family, as you can imagine, they've got a lot of bills, a lot of things going on in their lives. They've set up a GoFundMe page. If you'd like to help them out, we've posted all the details on our website, WSBTV.com. We're live in Palmetto. Michael Seiden.
Listen, this is what I want to say to this right here, right? She involved her father. She was supposed to call 911. Straight up. She called her dad for a situation that she was supposed to call the cops. Her dad showed up trying to protect her daughter and lost his life. No. Listen, I say this straight up. You got to think, them days where as though you gonna pull up and think that it's just gonna be you pull up and handle something, they long gone. You don't know what somebody got. You don't know what they got. And then if you come there with that fire in your hand, ready to do something, and you do something, you gonna go to jail. And your daughter gonna say, I called my dad up there, and my dad came up there, and he did this to such and such. The judge ain't gonna give you no leniency, because the judge gonna say, you should have called the police. This is what people gotta understand. She cost her father his life, and the father wasn't thinking straight and lost his life. Straight up. Dude went to jail, yeah. Dude get life in jail, yeah. But if you would have called the police, they would have handled the situation. This is what people got to understand. All that street mentality, you done involved your dad in a situation at your job. It's a paper trail there. This shit would have went left on the account of your dad. he was going to go to jail. So whoever took it to the extent where as though somebody lost their life, if your dad did it or whoever, they was going to go to jail regardless. And she was going to tell what happened. Just how she's talking about it on the news, she was going to tell what happened either way. Hey, listen, I'm not doing it. Straight up, I'm not doing it. Call 911. Don't screw up my life because of your mouth and whatever you going through. Don't do it. I'm not coming. No, call the police. 911 to handle that. This is what they there for. Then put himself in a situation now that he could have avoided. Lost his life though. Hey, listen, man, you got to be smart. Straight up. You got to be smart and know when to get involved. I'm not getting involved in nobody else's business. I don't care if it's a child or whatever. I'm not getting in there and losing my life for nobody or go to jail because they gonna tell. They gonna say something. If you as the pop, you come through and rock something, first thing she gonna say is my dad did it. It ain't gonna be like, oh, she ain't gonna tell. She gonna say exactly what happened. They gonna go back to the phone records and see when she called you. Everything gonna be recorded. You know, people got to get out of that mind state right there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got to get out of that mind state. If you are in that mind state, it's gonna happen to you too. Straight up. You don't get into certain things like that. You deal with them accordingly. That is what the police is for. Showing up thinking that you gonna muscle somebody, thinking that you gonna bully something because, oh, this is my daughter. Nah, hold on. What happened up there? Where? At your job? What's his name? All right, call the police. Then you come after the police get there. What's going on? But thinking what he thought he was going to pull up on the dude and get tough with him or something? Man, them days is over. They over. Straight up. Them days is long gone. And people got to understand that. It don't go that way no more, man. People will do something to you. If he was probably telling her, man, your pop come up here, I'm a pop him. And she probably didn't even relay the message to her dad. Hey, dad, he said he gonna shoot you if you come up here. She probably just saying, yo, I'm gonna get my dad. And now she's sitting there still living her life with a little smirk on her face. Dad came to the rescue and lost his life. Man, you gotta be mindful. Call 911. This is what I'm saying. If you got a problem, a cousin, brother, child, sister, whatever, call 911. I'm not coming to save nobody. I'm not putting my life in danger for nobody. It makes no sense because when it get messy, they're going to call 911 anyway. So what does it look like that I come there, if I'm going to get grimy and get messy, they're going to call the police anyway. Why not call the police first before I mess up my life or lose my life? Come on, man. I smarten up. Crazy. She's sitting there still living her life. Dad gone because of something you got in at work. How does that sound? You make it through all these adversities in life and you get in something at work and I lose my life? Yeah, all right. Man, we got to think better. Straight up. It's important. Critical thinking. Knowing when to hold them, when to fold them. Yeah. In that situation there, definitely would have told her to call the police. Did you tell the police? Did you tell the manager? Did you take the proper precaution? So She wanted her dad to come up there and do something to the guy. She might have been one of them girls that said, oh, my dad gonna do this. My dad gonna do that. Yeah, my dad do this. And dude like, oh, your dad do what? Oh, I'm gonna medevac your dad. Straight up. Done got fired at the job. Feel like he ain't got nothing to lose. He waiting on the last check and all he got is a strap. Oh, your dad come up here. I'm gonna send him straight up. And she probably like, watch when my dad come. You put your dad in that situation. You know, you put your dad in that situation, man. Gotta be mindful. It's crazy. You know, it's kind of funny how she not crying or nothing. She's not crying or nothing. She had a smirk on her face. You know, especially at a business establishment. Probably got cameras and all that. Definitely. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You said people may grieve differently. Nah, I ain't going for that one, LBB. You got your dad up there to get shot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you should be balling. You know what I mean? You should be balling. Your dad came up there to fight for you and lost his life. I ain't coming. Just tell you like that. Figure it out. Call 911. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming at all. Shit. Not me. You know what I mean? I don't care who say what. I ain't risking my life. I got one life. I ain't coming at all. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what to do. I mean, they going to be there ASAP. You feel threatened at work, call them. I'm going to go put my life on the line. And then you doing whatever you doing. Shit. Not me. Not me. You know what I mean? Shit. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I had to learn the hard way. Straight up. I had to learn the hard way. Called me to getting something I ain't had nothing to do with. I get over there and snap, and they call the police on me. I experienced it already. That's why I'm real like passionate about this. You know what I mean? Because I done already experienced. They call me for a situation. I come over there, deal with the situation. Next thing you know, I'm in jail. And everybody in the house turned on me. I said, damn, I was in my bed sleeping. I wasn't bothering nobody. Y'all called me out my bed. I ain't bothering nobody. I come over there thinking I'm handling something. And then next thing you know, the whole house turned on me. Shit. It's why I'm telling y'all from my experience. Somebody call you for a situation, tell them call 911. I ain't coming. Shit. You hear me? Damn right. I had to learn the hard way. Cost me $9,000 to get out. Shit. Everybody else, they laughing and shit. Everybody's a joke. Okay. All right. Watch this. I bet they could never call me again in life for nothing. Shit. But, you know, I'm just saying it from my perspective and my experiences. Somebody doing something to you, don't call your family people. Call 911. Don't put your family members in jeopardy because of something you going through. That's what the police is for. Call them. Because if the dad would have came there and popped the bull, the police was coming anyway. Damn. She talking about deal with him like a man. What? Come on, man. What do you know about another man dealing with a man like a man? What do you know? It don't work like that today. It get messy out there. You don't know what somebody's brain is saying. They could be saying the next person that tried me, I'ma pop them. That literally could be on their brain. And you saying my dad gonna do something to you. All right, this the next person. Let him come up here playing. I'm gonna sit here and wait on him. I'm gonna wait on him. That shit went left because of something you got into at work. Yeah, shit. Not me though. I'm just, That's just me talking from my experiences. When I be on here talking, y'all, no cap, I be talking from my experience. Real shit. I ain't experienced everything, but I've experienced a whole lot of shit. So when I be on here talking, I be talking from experience. That's why I think I do this shit the way I do it. Because my experiences is like deep. And it's like so many different instances that I done been through different shit. And it's like, man, I'm not getting in nobody's shit. I don't need to be around a whole bunch of people. And I understand when I'm by myself, I ain't got no problems. As soon as I'm around a whole bunch of people, something going on, I'm the one. It's like, damn, everybody else's name be forgotten. My name be remembered. Shit be crazy. Like, how the fuck, out of all these people, they know my name and don't nobody else's name be known. Now I'm fighting the situation because I done inserted myself. The best thing to do is stay away from people. Yeah, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. That's just how I see it. She cost her dad his life. That nigga should have stayed home. Yeah, should have stayed his ass home. Straight up. Yeah, he should have stayed his ass. He should have stayed his ass right in the house. He said, man, I ain't coming nowhere at all. Should have stayed his ass straight in the house. I don't care what you got going on. I ain't coming. You know what I mean? I ain't coming. Call the police. They gonna come. Mess my whole life up for your ass. I don't care who you is. Well, it's your daughter. I don't give a fuck. I ain't messing my life up for nobody. Then everybody else living their damn life. I'm somewhere dead somewhere or in jail. That shit ain't happening with me. You know what I mean? To those who do it, power to you. Not me. Straight up.